Wait. Oh, go live? Going live. Here goes. Are we live? Is this 40 minutes, 40 seconds live? I'm not sure. 10 seconds live? So there's like, ooh. Okay, this interface is much nicer. どういうこと hold on a minute. My phone just suddenly decides to disconnect because that's what phones do. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do a pity. Hey guys, if anyone is free or just want background noise, because that's what my videos are. Tune in to my stream going live now, lols, where I talk about my feelings. Ahaha. Okay. I don't know what people would see. Hold on. But it's 30 frames per second. I don't understand why there are already skip frames. But I am streaming. Okay. What's concurrent? Okay, sorry. I am turn on, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry. I am trying to understand what this is. Like YouTube has like a whole new interface for streaming, and I'm still learning it, and then I also have to see if my friends want to join in, but they usually don't. So okay, so today's stream is just about me talking about my stuff because I am a sad person and I am thinking about what to do with my life so that I won't be sad anymore. And apparently it's still I don't understand my settings. I mean, I have a lot of CPU. I just can't understand. Anyways, okay. Okay. I hope people can hear me. Do you like my art? I did it. I mean, I am proud of it. I could use some shadowing and stuff, but I like it. Oh, anyways. I could use some color, I guess, but nah. Okay, so what this came about after thinking about stuff for a lot of time. I feel like I'm beginning to undelude myself, like you know, make my an illusion myself or something like that. And with how it's going to be like moving forward. Okay, so I'm not giving you any context. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on. I don't know. Okay. I don't think I didn't give you any context. So what I'm talking about is like, oh my god, this is actually kind of weird to talk about here. um okay, so I like this guy, right? I think I've told the whole story and even got cut off in like another stream. Let me just listen. I'm illusion myself. Okay. Yeah, so I talked about him in another stream, and like I talked about how I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. I talked about how I want to in a relationship, I want to love and I want to be loved, but I feel like I can't have both. um uh and that is how I feel right now, because I don't think he'll ever like me the way I like him. First of all, I just don't think I'm his type. He is mine though, which is sad. And um like, while one could argue that um you don't need to be someone's type to actually like that person, I think it actually plays a big role, don't you think? um but yeah, I feel like it goes down to simply that maybe I was wrong to have waited this long and to have liked him this long. But then I don't know how to move on. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, and I'm actually very kind of um I'm kind of who I'm kind of how you say, scared of talking to this, because there's actually some one person watching, but that one person could also be me, so why would I be scared? um um okay, so the thing is, I watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and um the newest episode, which was season 4, episode 14. And so Rebecca, the main character, has to sing this very old-fashioned song about this madame, who madame is basically like a pimp. A pimp is basically like the boss of a prostitute um in the olden days. And so this character is a successful madame, but um in the olden days, it's like you have to get married, you have to be like a virgin and not like a used woman, you know. So the lyrics were like, no one would want me because uh I'm a used person. No, this is literally what the lyric is. No one would want me because I'm a used person, and I'd give all of this successful business up just to have a husband, stuff like that. And Rebecca was saying like, why would someone do this? And to be honest, I actually feel like I would give this all up. I would give my education up. I would give um anything up just so I can find like a good husband. Like deep down I feel that way, but I don't know if I want that to become a reality, of course. But it's like my whole plan, my whole life plan, from when I start to be able to learn how to plan, was always about one day getting married, building a life, just start a family. Like, that is my main goal, but you can't make money from that. So, like, nobody ever said that they want to grow up and be a housewife. I think they are, but um but the thing is, one is that I'm a first child, which means I have to be the first one to like get a job and contribute back to the family's economy. And here's the thing, my family's plan does not seem to include the fact that I will one day leave the family and get married. It's always like I'll come back and I'll just stay with them forever. And I feel like, sure, that's the most probable. Oh my gosh, I'm actually crying on the stream, you guys, and it's only been like 10 minutes in. I mean, so when it just feels like I'm gonna be 24 this year, and that's already half of my 20s, almost half of my 20s gone. And when I look back, I haven't really achieved anything that I could be proud of. Like, okay, sure, I graduated and have a bachelor's degree, but I don't feel like I've worked hard enough to get that. Um, and I'm currently in a master's course, but my grades does not reflect how hard I work, or maybe they do. I don't know, maybe like, because I don't know. And I suck at socializing, and I want relationships, but I can't seem to keep them. And people in my family and my friends, they keep kind of, I don't know if it's a joke or if it's true. They keep kind of ridiculing me that I can't have, I don't have a lot of friends, and like nobody kind of really says yes when I ask them to hang with me. And it's just so hard to meet new people and start the process all over again, you know? And I don't understand why it's so hard. Oh my gosh, I'm crying again. I'm crying really hard right now. Um uh Hold on. I need to it's just me talking, by the way. And crying. So it's okay, don't need to watch. Haha. I mean, I don't. Okay, at this point, I just don't think. No, as in, no face. Just a really bad drawing. Oh, sorry. I'm talking, and then I'm also like replying. That's not a good thing. um I feel like I can be more candid. um I feel like I can be more candid when I don't show my face as compared to when I do show my face. I feel like I have to control myself a lot more, whereas with the voice, it's easier to just stuff. Yeah. So I feel like at this point in my life, I just don't think I'll ever get to achieve that dream. And okay, to be honest, I was thinking of I was actually thinking of recording this all on my own, not live streaming it or anything, just just recording it, and then I can edit however I like. But then I know that as soon as I finish recording it, I would probably just store it somewhere and delete it. And I need to get these feelings out. I need to have I don't know why I would want to have a recording of this, or like any reason for people to know what I'm feeling. But I feel like I just have to kind of get it out there. To be honest, this is actually audio diaries, one of my audio diaries. I forgot I have that thing going on. I Oh my gosh, I do, don't I? Oh, I could just stop the stream here and just like put put it there, but no, I'm not gonna do it. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know. At this point, I feel like, okay. So the thing is, my whole life plan has been career second, family first, and that means that it's to get at least get married by the age of 23 or 24, which is when my parents got married. The age where my parents got married, and it was 24, and I'm almost 24. And at least in 5 months, I'm gonna be 24 in 5 months, and I am nowhere close to having even a boyfriend. Like, I know I'm not much to look at or even fun to be with. Like, I don't know how people react around me. It's I can only judge on case by case basis, like from conversations. It's funny because I can kind of um gauge how it is between people. When people talk with people, it's easier to watch because I have more experience watching rather than experiencing experiencing it on my own. Like if it happens to me, like when I have to interact with people, it's not um it's harder than you think. Than I thought it would. I'm like with people, it's like I'm just an outsider, so it's easier to like uh see their reactions and stuff. But with when it's like a one-on-one, it's much harder. Like there's a lot of factors um to consider. Like I have to watch what I say. I have to also see what they do. I have to understand the social cue, the social context that I'm in. And if I don't pay enough attention to that, my mind starts flying away, and then I'm just, I don't know what the conversation is about, and I'll just be lost, you know. I don't know, what was I talking about? I have no plans. I just want to talk it out because I don't want to just cry on my own, you know. Like I haven't had, it's almost the end of term and I haven't had one anxiety attack at all. And I think like that's such a big improvement than last term. Last term I was having it almost once every 2 weeks, and this term is like none. Also one term is like 2 months, about 2 months, yeah. It's, I don't know, it's just, it's hard. I don't know how to say it. So the thing is, I can only see one person as my soulmate. But that person does not see me as his soulmate. I don't think I even come close to it. And like there's this one recent conversation that kind of jolt me awake from my current illusion, and in that he just doesn't think of me as important as I think of him. I know maybe he has a lot of friends that he thinks are more important, but to me, as someone who doesn't have a lot of friends that I think are important, I mean, I have a lot of friends, and I have some who are very important to me, even though I don't talk to them. But I don't, but yeah, like because I don't have the opportunity to make a lot of friends, I cherish the ones that I have. So if any one of them starts to have a conversation, I won't like ask why do you talk to me all of a sudden. I just, appreciate what I have. And like everyone is important to me, like the ones that I really talk to a lot, at least. And I don't know, I guess his threshold is much higher, and I'm not, I have to understand I'm not as important to him as he is to me. And I need to get that inside my head that I will probably never, and that the goal to be as important to him as he is to me is basically impossible, because that's what I've been trying to do for the last almost a decade, right? And like no avail. Isn't it just a sign that I should kind of stop? Plus, like, when I really think about it, why do I don't have a lot to offer, and for someone to actually want a life partnership with me would have to sacrifice a lot. And why do I want someone who's important to me to sacrifice a lot just to be with me, right? there's like this kind of disparity from between what I want and what is ideal to what I want. I don't know, it's just, it doesn't add up, it doesn't match, and I don't know how to make it match. I want to make it match, you know. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. And and I'm currently working on a video where I take an EQ test. I took one a long time ago, like not a long time ago, like a year ago, I think. When I was on a break during my internship, I took one just out of curiosity, and I scored. I don't remember, but I scored really high. I scored high, and those tests are not diagnostic at all, but it is like a preliminary to, it's like a screening test just to see if it's worth it to like pursue the diagnosis. And I have a strong feeling, a strong feeling that is it. And so after that, I asked my mom if she'll help me in trying to get a diagnosis, because I feel like that's what I need so that I know what to do next. So of course my mom would have to talk to my dad because they're a team. Apparently parents have to always be a team. They can't be their own person. So if I talk to one, I have to talk to both. And I just don't think my dad really understood what autism really means, or what it really entails, or what Asperger's I don't know Asperger's really is. And I feel like I've done maybe too good of a job masking that nobody actually would believe me. So when I look into how an adult would get a diagnosis for autism, they said they will look back into your like childhood stuff. And of course I don't remember much of what my childhood was, other than the videos that my mom showed me back when she took it. And I'm just afraid that if I do pursue it, and they would have to call my parents to kind of testify, is how I feel it I imagine it in my head. They would, I mean, they would say that it's not true, that I don't have it, you know, there's just no sign. But to be honest, like when I look back in my life, in my childhood, I feel like I've always been alone. A lot of things I've just been left to do on my own, and I don't know, it's been so hard to do things on my own. I mean, I'm not alone in all kind of sense. I have a lot of people around me, but it's just there's always like this big of a barrier around me that no one can actually come close. And I don't know if you can actually hear me clearly right now, because I am trying so hard not to sob. Oh my gosh, I just want to cry really bad, like really big ugly sobs. Oh my gosh, that was so horrible. Oh my god, you. I'm sorry, I don't want you to hear that. Oh, okay. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't like, my memories are not when I'm with people. My memories are when I'm with when I'm with myself, and I don't know if that's and I don't think that's a good thing. You know?
I mean, that's definitely not normal, right? Like, I bet a lot of people would have a lot of memories with other people, but mine does not have a lot. I mean, my dad asked when I was asking to get a diagnosis, he asked what was I gonna do with it, and to be honest, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe I could get help, maybe I could ask for therapy, um or because ADHD is under the wing of autism, maybe I could get Adderall. I don't know, just to get like more focus in my life. um yeah. I I mean, it is it's I don't know what to do with my life. I ever since I was at the end of my degree, I just feel like I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. It's things are not falling into places I thought it would, and I don't know what what to do to make it happen. Like I'm just kind of scared, and I feel like my friends are leaving me. They're all becoming really busy, and I have to find new ones, and and it's really hard in adult worlds because you have to find people, and I'm not good at finding people and interacting with them because somehow I just always say the wrong things and they would leave. Like I can it's so hard to find people that would just give me the chance, because like that's been how I've made friends, is that people are the ones who came to me, who would talk to me and choose to stay despite whatever I said, and I always do this thing where I keep a very clear record of my conversation so that at the end of the day I can go back and kind of like dissect what I've said and what the other person was feeling, because I can't do it in real time. I have to do it while looking at it from an observer's point of view so that I would understand it better, because that's how I kind of train myself to understand emotions. Um so I don't know. I know I hold on. I know I've been doing this my whole life, and I don't know why that it feels very exhausting just now. Like I what why do people I like I feel like other people have a much easier time to communicate with other people, and I don't know why it's so hard for me to do that. Which is why I think it's just easier to talk to myself, because I can't get offended with what I said to myself. I mean, I can, but it's still me. The only one that affects that is me, and me is okay. It's okay if I get hurt, because at least nobody else will, right? Like, if there's anything like that's like devastatingly wrong, then the only one that will get hurt is me, and that is fine. I don't mind getting hurt if it's like no one else is getting hurt, and um because I don't know, finding someone else getting hurt because of me is much more painful than me being the one getting hurt. I mean, at least emotionally. I don't know physically. Um and like one thing I like to do when I don't know what to do is just Google the heck out of everything. Google has been in my life since I was 7 years old. And that is what the time when 7 years old, it was 2002. Yeah, 2002. Google is, I think, just started. Um and my dad said, if you don't know anything, you can just Google it. So that's what I've been doing. So because people keep saying all like meeting friends and everything, so I Googled countless of occasions on how to make friends, how to I think how to read minds at one point. um and I just get all these tips, but they're kind of so vague. I don't know how to use it unless they have like very methodical steps laid out, then I know. But usually they don't. It's like the normal be happy, be positive, and just go ahead, approach people. But how do I approach people if I have all this anxiety about talking to people? Oh my god, ew. I don't go. It's not even my own. And my room is a mess, and I have a person coming over tomorrow, and I just can't bring myself to like compass it. I can't bring myself to tidy it. I have to vacuum and stuff. And the vacuum's so heavy, and it's so hard to use. It's easy when it's hard. It's not easies are hard. It's just it's tiresome. It's troublesome to use, but I don't want to do things on my own anymore. But I'm not good at asking for help. I don't want I don't want to trouble people, you know? I don't want to trouble people with my own problems. But my problems are getting too hard for myself to bear. And so, and therapists are so expensive. It's so expensive. So, and so I turned to YouTube for therapy because I don't know, even though YouTube won't talk back to me, but at least I feel I have the hope that somebody will listen, even if maybe they won't. But I don't know. One can hope, right? I hope. And I don't know who will listen. I wish like someone would tell me if they have the same problem, maybe I won't feel so alone anymore, and then I'll feel like, oh, there's a kindred spirit, maybe we can talk a lot more. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like I've been crying this whole stream. I was just gonna talk about like the problem with this guy, not this guy, like my feelings for this guy, and then I just talked about my feelings and not about this guy. But then I feel like it's just clear cut. I don't know. I just want someone to choose to love me, I guess, in spite of what I am. And I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, And there's like a lot of stigma about autism in itself, and if I do have it, there are quite a high possibility that my offsprings will also have it, and I am fine with that, My offsprings are my offspring, but I don't think and I don't think anyone else, like just anyone, would be okay with that. And I know people keep saying there will be the one, but I want the one to come soon, I don't want to wait. I'm so impatient. I don't, oh no, actually, I don't mind waiting. What I don't like is not knowing, because when I don't know, I don't know how to plan, and if I don't know how to plan, I won't know how to approach it when the time comes. Like, how would I know if this is it, or like, or how would I know if this is the right thing to do? Because if I mess it up, then I'll mess it up forever. Ugh. It's just, it sucks not knowing, and I just want to know so I can plan. And right now it seems like the career that I chose, the one that I want, is taking me further away from what I want, like the primary goals of what I want, which is a family. And I don't want to have to choose between those two. I want to have both. I've always somehow found a way to have both, and I want to have both, and I don't care what you say. I want to have both. That feels so bratty. I am. I feel like I am. I'll be willing. I mean, I'm not sure if I will be for sure, but I feel like I'll be willing to leave my feelings for this guy for someone who would like me in spite of my flaws and everything. I feel like I can, but I don't think I trust myself to do that, which is why I think I'm still in this state. Like, why do I have to have feelings? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just so sad. It's just, I can't. I mean, I know normal people also have some of these kind of problems too, but I don't know. I've always felt like I'm not one of the normal ones, and now I'm just kind of scared of finding out that I am one. I don't want to be one, but I also want to be one because it seems easier, but it's probably not. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just tired. I haven't done anything today. I'm just mentally exhausted. I feel like I hang on to stuff better once I know what's in the future. I do feel like I live for the future instead of the present, which might not be a terribly good thing, because some people say I can't enjoy the present. I feel like I enjoy it quite fine. It's just that there's always this worry of what will happen in the future, and I guess that's normal for everyone, but it doesn't help enjoying stuff, I guess. But I don't know, I don't think that's important, but I'm just rambling now because I've laid my head on the bed, and I'm just so tired from crying a lot. And there's like a lot of snot in my nose, but I don't like blowing, so it's gotta stay there until it goes out somehow. I don't know. I don't want to know how it goes out. Um, but yeah. I don't know what to say, man. I'm so sad. Yeah, I'm gonna retitle this to sad audio diaries number 3. I'm so sad. um it's just I really feel like I'm worthless and also useless, and I've been wasting a lot of people's time and resources just to get where I am. Time and resources that are probably better um given to someone who would do better with it other than what I have done with. I mean, my dreams were never big. I've only had dreams for the sake of having dreams. I mean, career wise. uh, I want to go forth and be a researcher, but I don't want to stay away from home. Uh, I can't do it again, you know. This whole experience is so hard, and I'm still counting the days for two when I get home, but I don't want to stay home forever, but I don't want to stay too far away from it. You know, like, my two siblings turned out fine. Why can't I turn out fine like them too? They have a lot of friends. They do well in school. They have talents and stuff, and they actually do stuff, like good stuff. And all I do is basically nothing. Oh no, I haven't got a attack right there. Okay, I have to. I have to go. Take thanks for listening, and I have to go before I explode. I need to go.